Hello. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well today, and I hope you are having a fantastic day in the middle of all of this. So right now, millions of Americans are worried or concerned about this report that just came out yesterday. And it is the fact that the Supreme Court has ended the eviction moratorium. So the eviction protection is something that would directly impact 3.5 million American renters. So 3.5 million people will be directly impacted by this decision from the Supreme Court. And you have millions more that will be indirectly impacted by this decision. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm going to unpack this report so you understand why this happened and what this means. And then we'll talk about some action steps. So what actions can you take today if this is directly impacting you? And these are possible solutions that could basically put your mind at ease. So be sure to watch till the very end, stick with me and follow till the very end, because we also have other critical updates that will directly impact families and millions of people that you may know, including yourself. So before we dive in, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest helpful tips for your financial success and your financial empowerment. So also give this video a thumbs up to help other people find this video quicker. So let's jump right into it. So according to this report from AP News and several media outlets, right, the CDC had a ban on the eviction. So they put an eviction moratorium in place, and the Supreme Court's conservative majority yesterday allowed the evictions to resume. So evictions can start taking place. And let's be clear, this is eviction for non-payment of rent. So if you haven't paid your rent, your landlord can now evict you. This is just to put this in a nutshell, for non-payment of rent. So let's just be clear here. So according to this report highlights the reason why the Supreme Court reached this decision. So let's just talk about this right here. So 3.5 million people will be impacted, like I mentioned earlier. But the Supreme Court said, according to the AP News, the Supreme Court said in an unsigned opinion that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, which reimposed the moratorium on August 3rd, lacked the authority to do so under federal law without explicit congressional authorization. So this is more like, hey, you don't have the power to impose an eviction moratorium than anything else. So this is the reason why, the main reason why the Supreme Court basically nullified the eviction ban. So this is something that you gotta understand. This is because they just feel like the CDC doesn't have the power to do so. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below as well. And the justices, furthermore, the justices rejected the administration's arguments in support of the CDC's authority. So they also did not like the arguments that the Biden administration presented. And this is something that that was written by the court. If a federally imposed eviction moratorium is to continue, Congress must specifically authorize it. So here's the condition. The Supreme Court basically, they declined it. They declined the eviction moratorium, but they put a condition because they felt like, hey, the CDC has no authority, no jurisdictional authority over or to make such a decision, right? But they said if this must continue, Congress, so the House and the Senate, must come together and authorize for this to continue. So there you go. If you feel like, this is something that should be done, let us know in the comment section below. But let's talk about people who are directly impacted and why or how you can get out of this if you are looking to get out of this. Here's the thing. This is a report from USA Today. 89% of federal rental assistance remains unspent as potential eviction looms. So 89%. Remember, during the stimulus packages or in the past stimulus packages that has been passed, trillions of dollars has been passed during this pandemic. We did see that there was funding for rental assistance, and $46.5 billion, around $46 billion, 46, was allocated, basically set aside for rental assistance. So if you have not tapped into this and you are directly impacted by this decision from the Supreme Court, you have to pay attention. You have to go out there, reach out to your state and local government, reach out to them and ask your landlords about this. So speak to people who really should be helping you out during this period. Work something out with your landlord if you haven't done so. During this period, many renters have not been talking to their landlords. And I've said this several times. You have to talk to your landlord. You have to work something out. But for the most part, you have to tap into this stuff. You have to tap into this $46 billion. So right now, 11% has been spent. Around $5 billion has been spent. $41 billion remains unspent. Over $40 billion that you could tap into. And if this does not get spent before the end of September, guess what's going to happen? This money is going to be reabsorbed by the federal government. So the federal government will take this money back from states and local government. And there may be a lengthy process in order to pass the assistance through an act. Now, that's a long story. But just understand this. You have to create that awareness. If you are not directly impacted, if you know someone who is impacted, reach out to them and let them know that there's over $40 billion still untapped, still untouched that they can tap into. This is something that I'm putting out there so people know that there's funding that can support them. Everyone is going out there crying, oh, they just lifted the ban on eviction, but no one is talking about the billions of dollars that's out there in funding that families can use right now to get themselves back on track. And let's just be clear here, right? The eviction moratorium does not mean that you will never pay your rent. It just means that your rent will be deferred. So it just means that you just put away paying your rent until whenever the ban gets lifted. So now you have families that are owing tens of thousands of dollars in rent. You know, they haven't paid unpaid rent. And this is a big one. So tap into that $41 billion. Talk to your state and local government. Talk to your Department of Housing. Talk to your counties. You know, make sure that this money is put to use by people who really need it. So the other big thing that we're seeing right now is the fact that the Biden's Labor Department just said that people on unemployment could get a one-time check from states. The benefits are set to expire on Labor Day, September 6th. And remember, some states have already, about 26 states have already ended the unemployment benefits. But for the states, for the people who live in states that are still paying these unemployment benefits, expect a one-time unemployment check. This is, I mean, there's a lot going on right now. So I'm just trying to bring you these critical updates. That way you are informed and you can make informed, you can use these deductions to make informed decisions, right? So this is something that you got to understand. And according to this report, this will impact millions of people. Again, just like the eviction protection, millions of people are going to lose their benefits and millions of people will be impacted. You have only 10 days or less than 10 days from today to take action. So if you have unemployment benefits expiring and you are in the middle of an eviction, you got to understand that there's money out there for you to tap into. I just want to put that out there. Not just the government funding. There are other private organizations or nonprofits that are helping out with rental assistance. There are other groups of people that are out there. You can research online for your city that are out there handing out some assistance to people who are unable to pay their rents. I just wanted to make sure that this is clear to people. Okay, so before we end this for today, if you have any comments, if you feel a type of way or if you feel like this is the right move from the Supreme Court, let us know in the comment section below. And if you do not agree with what's going on right now, or you are giving this a thumbs up, let us know in the comment section below. Or if you have any other information that could help people who are directly impacted by this action, let us know in the comment section below as well. As usual, stay safe, have a nice day, and see you in the next update. Thank you for watching.